In today's video, I'm sharing with you 6 most common planning mistakes that you might be making when planning your day. And I'll also share with you how to avoid these mistakes so that your plan don't end up in trash like most people. And instead, you can start your plan for success. Let's get started. Create a routine to plan and follow up with your plans. One of the most common planning mistakes that I did when I started planning was I would spend hours creating the best plan and figuring out what must be done to reach my goal, and then poof, I would not even look at my calendar or planner until it's next week and time to plan again. But the thing is, no matter how perfect your plan is, things won't work if you don't take action on it. Or for some of you, you might plan once or twice and then simply forget about planning. Something you could do to stay consistent with your planning habit is set a reminder on your phone. This is where you look ahead at your week and plan the next 7 days. And since you already spent the time and energy in planning, a good idea is to keep your planner on the desk visible to you and check it at least twice a day. Once in the morning to know the task for the day and make necessary changes if needed. And secondly, at the end of the day to see how much you've got done. And in case if you're like me who likes to use digital planner, pin that tab to your favorite and keep it open while you work. In this way, you work according to your plan and don't forget to check it. The second most common planning mistake that you might have never heard of is the planning fallacy. The planning fallacy is described as a tendency to underestimate the amount of time it will take to complete a project, while knowing that similar projects have typically taken longer in the past. This is most often the result of being over-optimistic about what we can achieve, and therefore it's also known as optimism bias. To avoid planning fallacy and don't let your pesky optimism ego and this time it will be different mentality from creeping into your plans, when you plan, keep in mind, it always takes longer than you expect. To make sure your plan works out right, initially when you plan, give yourself twice as much time to complete a task than what you think you might need. This will get you enough time to get things done. And once you are done with the task, reflect on your plan, which I'll discuss later on in this video, to help you get accurate timeline to predict your future project and avoid planning fallacy. The third common mistake I see a lot of people making while planning is not scheduling time for daily tasks. Tasks like lunch preparation, grocery shopping, cleaning the house, and then feeling like they're not having enough time to do it all. But hey, if you don't carve out time for things that must be done, don't expect them to be done. Think of the water in the glass as your time. Every task you do, take some time out of your day, whether it's 5 minutes or an hour. So to avoid feeling that you're not having enough time, a daily planning tip is everything that requires action from you must go on your planner or calendar. Schedule time for every task that requires 5 minutes or more of your time. And again, do not fall into planning fallacy. A pro tip, once you've written down everything that must be done in the day, schedule the most important task first thing, when your energy level is at its peak, while you can schedule the low tasks like cleaning the house and laundry in the evening. And no matter when you choose to do it, make sure it's on your calendar. Now, if you're getting value out of this video, smash that like button and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and bell notification so that you never miss any of my videos on productivity and self-improvement to help you live and work better. Okay, you cannot always keep grinding and hustling and be productive every second of the day. You also need time to rest, relax, and recharge. The fourth planning mistake to avoid is not scheduling downtime, family time, and rest time. The reason why I suggest to schedule downtime is because if it's not on your calendar, it's easy to slip through the crack of our brain. To live a balanced life, you must make time for things that matters to you. So find time in your busy schedule to recharge and add it to your plan, including time for your hobbies, nap, exercise, and seeing your friends and family. And to also give yourself some rest while you work, I recommend using Pomodoro technique. That is, after every 25 minutes of focus session, take 5 minutes of deliberate breaks. Another mistake we make while planning is being rigid with our plan. We forget that the real world throws events at us constantly. You get a flat tire or someone in your family got sick. These are events that you cannot control. But one thing that you can do is not overloading yourself with too many tasks for the day. When you plan, have an unscheduled time block in your day. This will allow you to make correction as needed if the day unfolds in an unexpected way, so that you don't panic about your plan and can play around with your schedule. And the last planning mistake you probably make is not evaluating your plans at the end of the week. To avoid repeating same mistake, it's important to look back at the history. So before you start planning for next week, set aside time to review and reflect. Evaluate how much you were able to accomplish at the end of each day. Was it as much as you were expecting to achieve? And how much did your most important task took to complete? And take all of this information into consideration while you make plans for the upcoming week. Now share with me in the comments down below, which mistake were you making while planning your day? Or which common planning mistake was the most surprising to you? And if you would like to use the same planner that I used in this video, you can get it for free. Click the link in the description box below. This planner will help you set your goals, create monthly, weekly, and daily plans, as well as help you review them so that you are set for success. Now watch this video next to help you create to-do lists the right way.